All right, chat. So let's talk about it. Hide the UI. Um, this game was garbage, man. I don't know what to say. It really sucks. It not only is it a ripoff, a complete and utter ripoff of Sekiro. By the way, there's some kind of weird, like, dead pixel in the water. You seeing that shit? That's bugging. I'm gonna hide that shit by doing this. All right. So yeah, like this fucking game, bad Sekiro clone. It does everything Sekiro does, but takes all the fun out of it. You have like no control. You swing. You're stuck. Like you can't do anything else, right? It's all that Dark Souls stuff. But then the little changes, how you can't like recover, you can't break out with like a dodge or anything like that. The little stuff that makes Souls and Sekiro fun, they made alternate choices on, and it drastically goes down. The enjoyment sucks. It really brings it down. The combat because of that really sucks. The combat sucks, but although the combat is really terrible and the gameplay sucks in that vein, the good signs, it's very pretty. It actually has some pretty fun platforming, I will admit, and I wasn't expecting all the Spider-Man shit. I wasn't expecting the wall runs and all that stuff. Like, I kind of get it. Some Jedi thing, I kind of get it. But, like, this was, like, Uncharted level of platforming. It was, like, lots of different, weird, fast-paced stuff. You know what I mean? It was cool. And I want to say maybe it overstayed its welcome just a wee bit, but for the most part, it was still cool and I liked it. So, yeah, I'm actually kind of a fan of that part of it. What else is cool? The finishing moves are cool. The gun is cool. The idea behind the weapons and stuff are fine. I don't like that your two-hand version of your saber with the side cross pommel thing. I don't like that that's a two-hander. I don't like that that's slow. That's not lightsabery, right? I mean, okay, so we'll just take that complaint and put it into the usual bin. This is not Star Wars kind of video game. This is not a Star Wars video game. It is a different video game that they just skin some Star Wars shit onto. The way that it functions and plays and what you do in it, it's dressed in Star Wars. And it does do a pretty damn good dressing, but when you get to the actual mechanics of it, it doesn't feel anything like a Star Wars game. It doesn't feel good. It feels like a really bad clone of Sekiro. It really does. And if like Dark Souls, or even along that vein, even if you don't subscribe to it being a Sekiro clone, I swear to God, it basically is. It's in that genre of gameplay. And I'm telling you, this Star Wars stuff doesn't work in that. It doesn't feel good. The gameplay is just really trash because of it. And yet you do get some very cool animated kills, and with the partner even, and there was quite a bit of them. I don't think we saw all of them. I feel like there is quite a bit of animation to killing things that we didn't see. Those finishers are very cool. It's just that they're standard, right? You get those in any kind of Assassin's Creed style game like this. You get those. So it's hard to really like punch this game up with the things that I like. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that because the combat is just so miserable. It's so miserable. It feels terrible. I swear to God, half the buttons I press, nothing happens. It's like I have to mash on things just to get a goddamn thing to happen. And sometimes it doesn't. I literally mashed a few times and Cal would just stand there and then he would move. And then he would do something. And it's like, what is... And now the other side of it, I don't know if that's actually bugs, because I don't recall that happening in the first game. It could be bugs, it could be performance issues, because frankly, this game is nothing but a giant performance issue. They even issued out, as Bacall noted in the Discord, they apologized for pushing a patch out for this game that totally fucked it up. It's fucked up, man. It's constantly dropping frame rate. The cutscenes are in like 5 FPS or something like that. Wild stuff. Really wild. I've not seen a game underperform on a PS5 like this before. I can't even recall the last time a PS5 didn't play something well. You know what I mean? This game wasn't just rushed out or something like that. It doesn't feel rushed. It's just like the performance is terrible. You know what I mean? It feels like a complete game. It's just a really badly designed game. That's really it. It's not even like, oh, they have a great idea or something. It's not that. It's just a poorly designed game from the get-go. And then on top of that, you got the performance problems and all that cool stuff of the story and the platforming and like the finishers. They're just not that strong, right? We play video games. I guess ultimately it does come down to that. We play video games because we play video games. We don't want to do this for the story, just the story. We want to play. We want to engage, right? This is kind of an affront to that theory, that philosophy. If you play games to play, this game really doesn't give you anything in that regard, other than some of the platforming. The platforming felt pretty good. I gotta give that up. I felt like I was web swinging, which is so fucking weird. So fucking weird. In any case, this game fucking sucks. But the story was alright, so fucking, it's not horrible. It's not the worst game I've ever played, but it is bad. I just feel it's bad all overall. It just, yeah. Even with the cool platforming, which was really unexpected, it's a bad game. It's just a bad game. Performance issues and all shit, yeah.